Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Today we're going to be talking about print-on-demand services. We'll talk about what they are, if they're worth it, which ones you can check out. Recently I've got a lot of questions about print-on-demand services, so I thought it'd be good to make a little video and hopefully help some of you out who are wondering how they work and what they are. So a print-on-demand service basically functions by artists sending them or uploading to them photographs or scans of their artwork, or if you're a photographer, just uploading the file of your photo, and then this company will put it onto whatever product is ordered, whether that be just a print or onto something like a mug. We'll kind of get into that a little bit more in just a minute, and then they package it up and they ship it. The only thing that the artist has to do is just upload their artwork. That's it. The print-on-demand service takes care of everything else. So most print-on-demand services, I'm just going to check out my notes here so I don't miss anything important for you. They will have what's called a base fee. So say we're just going to talk about art prints because that's mainly what I deal with. So if maybe they have an 8x10 art print. So I have a scan or a photo of my artwork uploaded to their platform, and somebody's ordered an 8x10 print. Well, that base fee might be $10. So that's the base fee. If I want to receive $10 in profit, I can set the markup as $10. So when this product sells, the customer is paying $20. I receive $10 and the company receives $10. I don't have to do anything. I just get the money deposited in my account, which is kind of nice. Depending on the print-on-demand service, determines whether you can set your markup on your own, whether it be a number or a percentage. Some print-on-demand websites tell you how much you're going to make per product sold, and yeah, I will talk about that during this as well. So that's kind of the basics about a print-on-demand. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Once you've uploaded your artwork to them digitally, that's all that you have to do. So let's get into a little bit about pros and cons. So one of the first pros about a print-on-demand service is you don't have to worry about the production of the product. You are able to sell your artwork on literally hundreds of different types of products, from art prints to mugs, like I said before, to shower curtains, to pillows, to different types of furniture. What else have I seen? Clothing is a huge one as well. Baby stuff. You can sell it on. These websites have a ton of different things that you can sell it on, and you don't have to worry about the production. They do it all for you, which is really nice. That means you don't have to have that stock in your basement in a storage unit. You don't have to keep things on hand to sell. Another big pro is you don't have to ship it. I mean, I don't mind packaging up paintings and shipping them, but it does take time to do it properly, and then you have to worry about shipping costs and insurance and all that kind of stuff. But with a print-on-demand website, they take care of that production and they take care of the shipping, which is really nice. You can just worry about creating. They do all that stuff. With many print-on-demand websites, they have warehouses and production facilities in different places around the world. So they might have a production facility in Australia. So if somebody from Australia orders a print of one of my artworks, it is then printed in Australia and sent to the customer. And so you're able to reach that customer faster, instead of that person in Australia ordering something, me printing it off and sending it to them and having it take a week or something, or 2 weeks to get to them, depending on how it's going with shipping that week. So you're able to reach customers a lot faster. Not all of the print-on-demand companies have this, but most of them do. They have quite a few around the world. So I recently spoke with an artist from South Africa, and by using a print-on-demand service, they're able to reach customers around the world a lot faster than if they were to ship things from South Africa, which is kind of cool. Another pro is you're not running out of stock. So when I do a lot of markets, usually around Christmas time, I have to guess which products are going to sell the best. Sometimes I guess right, sometimes I don't guess right. But with a print-on-demand service, you don't have to worry about keeping certain things in stock because everything is always technically in stock. Once something is ordered, it's made and it's sent, just like that. And the last pro that I'll talk about here is that most of these print-on-demand websites usually have a solid customer base to begin with. And so it's not like you're trying to start something from zero. There's already people on the website, on the platform, looking for products. And then it's just a matter of getting yourself discovered on that platform, which is sometimes difficult. So those are the pros. And thinking about just the pros, it sounds pretty good. To be honest, it really does. But let's talk about some cons here. So in my experience, print-on-demand services aren't as profitable as doing it on my own. So like I was talking about before, there's the base price, then you're going to want to set your own profit above and beyond, and then that combined, those two combined numbers create the sale price or the market price for the customer. So what can I say here? I have an example here I wanted to tell you. So for example, Redbubble is a solid print-on-demand service. I enjoy using it. They're one of my favorites, to be honest. But here's some info for you. So a 12 by 16 art print on Redbubble has a base price of $21.44. This is Canadian dollars. I have a markup of 100% on that. So my profit margin is the same, $21.44. This means that the customer is paying $42.88. Then the customer has to pay shipping on top of that, making the print cost around $75. If I was shipping it to myself, that's what I did it to, it was going to cost $76.08. There is a company that I use to produce prints for me. It's the G Clay Factory. They're out of Quebec City. I'm Canadian, so I like to support Canadians, but they're awesome anyways. So for a 12 by 16 art print, they charge me $9.08. Shipping for just one product is $14.99, and it'll stay at $14.99 if you order some other products as well for a little bit until it gets too big. Then it'll go up. And they will drop ship these products for me to anywhere in Canada and the United States. So in total for the print and the shipping, that is $24.07. Still Canadian dollars I'm talking about. So if I sell the print for the same price as it's being sold on Redbubble, including the shipping, $76.08, I am now making a profit of $52.01 instead of $21.44. So it's well over double the profit. Or what I actually do is I'm able to charge less and still make at least the same amount of profit, that $21.44. So instead of charging $76 like it would be on Redbubble, I can charge $45 and still be making that $21 profit that I would have been making on Redbubble, but it's saving the customer $30, which is, in my opinion, the better way to go. So that in itself is the main reason why I don't put much effort into print-on-demand websites. I've joined some over the years, especially as I was just getting my art out to try to get my art in front of more eyes and more customers from all over the place. And I've sold things here or there, mainly art prints and some stickers and a few apparel items. But I do like using a drop shipping company like this because then I'm able to make more of a profit from those products, and it's saving my customers money as well. And then I also know that the quality of the products being shipped is good because I've seen them and I've worked with this company firsthand. Not saying that print-on-demand companies have low quality products, but it's just nice to know exactly what you're working with. So depending on what kind of artwork you do, if you are strictly a digital artist, a print-on-demand service is probably something you're looking at. You know, that's something that you're going to want to do. If you can find a company that will do prints for you or maybe put it on some products, if you're looking for your work to be put on products like apparel, you might be able to find somebody that will make it and drop ship it for you a lot cheaper than print-on-demand websites. But if you don't want to worry about any of that, print-on-demand is a good thing to check out. But then this last question here, which print-on-demand service is right for me? There's a lot of different ones. So if you've done any research, you'll have found a huge list of different print-on-demand websites and services. So I'm going to briefly talk about a few of them here. This is by no means a complete list. If you check out my videos, Where to Sell Art Online and Where to Sell Art Online Volume 2, then you will find many of these websites on there. And there's more that I'm actually planning to make a video of. I'm planning to do a Where to Sell Your Art Volume 3 this year in 2022. So if you're watching this later, that might be uploaded already on my channel. So some of them are only print on demand. I'm just going to quickly go through this list here. I'm not going to go too in depth, but Redbubble is only print on demand. I find it to be one of the better print on demand services because you're able to adjust the profit margins on all of your products, not just some of them, and their base prices are actually lower than many other platforms. And they have hundreds of products you can turn your art into. There's also Society6. Society6 is often compared to Redbubble from what I've seen. They allow you to set your profits only for certain products, while as other ones, they just tell you this is the percentage you're getting, which I don't like as much. I like to have that freedom of setting my own profits above and beyond. But they also have a large variety of products. There is Zazzle. Zazzle has a ton of different options. To be honest, I don't know a lot about it. I do know that they do have different options for designers, marketers, and associates. There's a lot to read on that website if you want to check it out. Printful is a unique print-on-demand service in this list because they aren't necessarily a platform where people are coming to search for your items. They allow you to use their system on your website or Etsy shop in order to sell products with your art on them. I've never used them, so if you have, I'd love your feedback below. I'm sure the other viewers would love to hear from you as well. Threadless, and Threadless tries to focus a lot on branding and customization. Artists have more options to customize their storefront to make it their own and not have it look like a generic shop on the website. And they allow you to set your profits for all products, which is a big plus. They also have great base prices compared to almost all other platforms, and that they're even lower than Redbubble, which is pretty cool. TeePublic is the last one that I'm going to talk about that's just print on demand. They have a lot of different products that you can put your stuff on. The major downside is that they control the profits. They tell you, all right, for a t-shirt, you're getting such and such amount. You can't change that amount that you're getting from that. So this is one I probably wouldn't consider selling on as much just because the artist doesn't have as much control. All right, now there's another section here, and this is print on demand. And you can sell original art as well. Some of these ones are a little bit more limited because of that, and I'll discuss that briefly here. So Artfinder allows you to sell via print on demand and original websites. I don't sell on Artfinder anymore, but they did, just before I left, they did start a print on demand, and it's just art prints, it's nothing else. There's no products or anything like that. Artmajeur is a European company. I believe they're out of France, and they allow some print-on-demand items. It's basically just art prints, but they also do allow you to sell digital files of your artwork for people who are looking to use them for advertising online or things like that, so that's kind of cool. ArtPal allows you to sell prints on a couple of products as well as art prints and your originals. From what I've seen, the rare print will sell for people. I've seen a few mugs sell for people. ArtPal hasn't been too profitable for most of the people who I've talked to about it. Fine Art America is probably the biggest that you can do both on. You don't actually sell originals directly through Fine Art America, but you can advertise them on there. But then their print-on-demand service is actually quite extensive for more of just an art platform, and you're able to set your profits for everything on there, which is super awesome. However, the downside with them is their base prices are very high. When I was kind of more starting out, I thought, oh yeah, this looks like a good one to use, and then I found out that their base prices are high. So if you want to make any type of profit, your market price is going to have to be quite high for the customers, which is unfortunate. And the last one here is Saatchi Art. Saatchi Art is a very popular and trusted platform. So you can sell your originals, and they also allow you to sell prints. They have, I think, a couple different type of prints on there, if I remember correctly. And I've had some people order prints, and they've all been happy with the quality of them. So just to kind of wrap things up here, selling print on demand has its pros and cons. It might be for you, it might not be for you. If you're on the fence about it, I always just tell people, try some out where it's not going to cost you any money. It's just going to cost you a little bit of time. If it's working out for you, that's great. If it's not working out for you, that's okay. You can check out some of the sites I mentioned above. You can find your own. There are a ton of other ones. If there are some that you really like, I would love for you to comment them below. If you've had good experiences and bad experiences with print-on-demand services, please let everybody know in the comments below so we can be more aware of how they are used. And like I said before, if you're a traditional artist and you sell a lot of originals and you have a place that makes good prints of your own, for that's cheaper, then maybe print on demand isn't necessarily the way to go for you. If you are more of a digital artist, or you like your designs to be, your artwork to be on products, not necessarily just art prints, then print on demand might be something that you could consider looking at. And you could also consider trying to find a company that will put stuff on your, put your artwork on products and maybe drop ship it to customers. So that was a long explanation of what print on demand means, talking about if it's worth it, and a few places that you can check out. If you have any questions further than what I've talked about in this video, please message me. My email is brian@briansloanartist.com, or drop your question in the comments below, then everybody can benefit from it. Thank you for checking out this video, and we will see you next time on Brian Sloan Artist.